To the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Joe Random is in that spotlight. And he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. And welcome to the Buccos since 2001. PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Alexis Berry will be on the mound for the Buccos. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Rodney Cruz will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1.
Yeah, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Emmitt Smith will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Now the 0-1, and there he goes towards second. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, here's a manager showing early on that he's not going to play it close to the vest. They put the runner in motion, and this is the perfect hit and run. Now there's runners on the corners, and they're in a good spot to drive in the game's first run.
Joe Random will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to left field. Acevedo giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Josh Rutledge will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. The 0-1 pitch. He's running towards second, on the ground to third. Beautiful diving stop. He's out.
Oh, love it. Well, this is where it pays to be light on your feet down there at third base. You see how he starts low, so it's basically just a step and a dive along the ground. He's able to flag this one down, collect himself, and then make a...
Number 65 set to hit now for the first time. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. To his left, and he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't go quite according to plan, and with it, the inning is over. One left for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Joe Random. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Head down through first. He's heading for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And you can see where he ranks on the Pirates team leaderboard. Currently tops on the ball club in that category.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
He's set. Here it comes. Number 41 is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
And if you want to contain his bat, this is what you have to do. Work ahead in the count against him all game long.
And he'll step off. And now the runner's trying for third. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base. Runner goes for third. Pitch is high. The throw. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down trying to swipe the base.
Well, this is one of those situations where the risk really outweighs the reward. You've got your cleanup hitter up there. It's his job to drive in runs. He's one of your best RBI guys, and now he's forced to swing the bat with nobody else.
Richard Falk will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are.
One there. On to first, a double play, but meanwhile the run is in that'll tie the ball game.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Emil Acevedo steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Hit out towards second, right to him. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Nationals are out in front here, 2-1. So striding in, number 38, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit high and deep to right center. Cruz going back on it, still going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to right center field. So he creeps ever closer to triple digits. And it'll give the Pirates a 4-2 lead. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add 1 more home run onto this already impressive number. Chris Sanborn gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Leap leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Joe Random ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Hit hard, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And it remains 5-3. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 5-3. So long from Pittsburgh.